Welcome to Prime Debate. The West has moved on to prenuptials where you actually decide what the wife gets in case of a divorce. In India, however, the system of alimony does not find ready acceptance despite court orders. And when the ex-husband is powerful or has friends who matter, the monthly check may never come. So is it about the flaws in the laws or the implementation or the general lack of awareness? That's what we discuss in Prime Debate. Alimony is a system by which when two people make a mistake, one keeps paying for it. Well, that's obviously a man's view. For the woman with children and little resources, alimony is what will keep the family going. Its importance thus cannot be discounted or dismissed lightly.
Marriage is really an institution. Some take the institution part so seriously that they forget about the relationship part. Institution, possession, and a life like a checklist. That is many people's idea of marriage. It worked for centuries, driven by the economic dependence of women. In recent years, that aspect has been taken care of to an extent. So women have the option of walking out when a marriage becomes abusive or even loveless. And that's where the dirty work starts, the work of settling accountability. Isn't the estranged husband responsible for the well-being of his ex-family? You bet he is, in principle. Alas, there are so many ways to wriggle out of the inconvenience of alimony. The man could simply go somewhere else, obliterating his tracks. The court case might take years, leaving the woman to fend for herself and her children without support. If the ex-husband is influential, the woman can forget the alimony. The law is supportive, but there are too many loose ends. So what should be done when a marriage ceases to be a relationship and becomes an institution? Live it? Because there's no absolution in sight anyway.
And to discuss this issue, we have in our studios Harish Bhardwaj, he's a district court lawyer, Manjeet Puri, North Head, All India Mother-in-Law Protection Forum, Dr. Rajesh Gill, she's a sociologist, and Indrajit Singh Puri from Save Indian Family Foundation. Well, thank you all for being with us in our studio. Mr. Bhardwaj, अगर मैं आपसे शुरुआत करूं, तो हमें पहले ये तो हमारे viewers के benefit के लिए, and for everybody actually, the difference between alimony or maintenance.
Maintenance is what court decides a husband should give to his wife or children. And as far as the alimony is concerned, it is settled between the parties that when they go for a mutual divorce, that what amount husband has to pay for permanent alimony for all times to come. So maintenance is basically which is to be given by the husband every month, whereas alimony, it is permanent settlement.
And who's entitled to alimony?
As far as alimony is concerned, it is settled between the parties, husband and wife, when they go for mutual divorce, that what amount they have to take from the husband has to pay to the wife for against her all claims. So alimony is a permanent settlement, whereas the maintenance, that is monthly maintenance, which is as per the orders of the court.
You know, why are there so many cases? In fact, I can ask Mrs. Puri that. इतने सारे cases आपके पास भी आए होंगे जहाँ पर ये resistance है alimony देने में. They're not ready to pay alimony.
They are ready to pay, but if it is reasonable amount. Sometimes the amount is so high, जितना वो they can't pay. So then they have no option, and the girl always it's her upper hand. And she says, FIR करा दूंगी, ये करूंगी, वो करूंगी. Sometimes when the boy sees that the whole family is going to be involved, then they have no choice. Somebody has to sell their house, somebody has to sell their land or something, whatever they have. Now, in many cases we have seen many people have sold their houses, their jewelry, everything, and they are not a single. Some people they say हमारे पास है ही नहीं अपना इलाज कराने के लिए, and the girl says you have to pay. Then what should they do in that case.
You know, Dr. Gill, that's, you know, one side of the picture where she's saying that the person, the man in this case, doesn't have the money to give in an alimony. So do you think alimony should still be there in situations, of course you do get married, and then for whatever reasons you have your differences, you part. Is it rightful for the woman to still ask for her right in a share?
You know, it's not possible. I think that it's not fair to discuss, to debate on this issue in such a subjective manner. The issue has to be taken in a very holistic manner. We are not living in a vacuum. There are legal provisions providing for alimony. Why the provision of alimony was made? It has a background, it has a historical social background, and we have been a patriarchal society like all other societies, highly patriarchal society, where a girl never was placed on the same platform as the boy was, right at the time of birth, before birth also, and throughout her life. And therefore such provisions have been made. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ debate ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ, it depends ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸ standpoint ਤੋਂ ਬੋਲ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ. If I have suffered on you know, for my daughter, ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ views ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ. ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ daughter in law ਦੇ hand ਸੇ suffer ਕੀਤਾ, ਮੇਰੇ views different ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ. ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ lawyer ਹਾਂ, ਮੇਰੇ views different ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ. So objectively speaking, I would say कि जिन्ने भी लीगल प्रोविजनस बने ने वो सोशल सिचुएशन ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਬਣੇ ਨੇ. ਅਮੈਂਡਮੈਂਟਸ ਵੀ ਉਸੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ 304B ਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਵੀ it had to be made, you know, keeping in view the rising rate of dowry deaths, bride burning, and therefore such provisions were required.
Right.
लेकिन मुद्दा ये आज इस करके खड़ा हो रहा है कि we are living in a highly commercialized and monetized society, जिथे सिर्फ money matters. और जेड़ी पार्टी दा पलड़ा भारी है, वो उस वेले tries to dig out the most. जे लड़के वाले ने they try to dig out. लेकिन ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ मैं गल नाल सहमत हाँ कि लड़की वाले बहुत ज्यादती कर रहे हैं. ਇਹਦਾ मतलब नहीं है कि लड़कियां नाल ज्यादती नहीं हो रही. We know that the proportion, the rate of gender violence, violence against women is also on the rise in every respect. ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਵੀ ਮਾਂ ਪਿਓ ਨੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲੜਕੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਟੌਰਚਰ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ. ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀਆਂ ਲੜਕੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਸੁਣਾਉਣਗੇ. ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਐਲੀਮਨੀ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਹੈ, that is to help the woman who is going to be separated in view of the fact that female workforce participation has always been much lower than the male workforce participation. So the assumption is कि ਜਿਹੜੀ औरत है ਉਹਨੂੰ separation ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ अपने आप ਨੂੰ और अपने फैमिली ਨੂੰ, ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ sustain करना possible नहीं होएगा. ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਐਲੀਮਨੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਏ. ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹ ਮਿਊਚੁਅਲ ਕੰਸੈਂਟ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਭਾਰਦਵਾਜ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਮਿਊਚੁਅਲ ਕੰਸੈਂਟ ਨਾਲ ਡਿਸਾਈਡ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਫੈਕਟਰਸ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਲੜਕੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਪਿੱਛਾ ਛੁਡਾਓ, ਲੜਕੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਪਿੱਛਾ ਛੁਡਾਓ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਦੇਣ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਰ ਹਾਂ. ਇਟ ਵੁੱਡ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਅਪਨ देयर फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन ਜਾਂ डेलीबरेट कोशिश है. ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਵੀ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਨੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਲੜਕਾ ਜਾਂ ਲੜਕੀ ਬੜੇ ਪਲਾਨਡ, ਫੈਬਰੀਕੇਟਡ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਐਂਟਰ ਇਨਟੂ ਦ ਮੈਰਿਟਲ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਪਲੈਨਿੰਗ ਕਰਕੇ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਹੀਨੇ, 2 ਮਹੀਨੇ, 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ. No, they are different cases. We cannot club those cases.
Right. Mr. Bharadwaj, getting back, is it so simple? Normally most of the cases that you come, is it as simple as a mutual agreement ke pichha chhadao te we don't want it, or is it usually very complicated?
No, it depends from party to party. There are couples who settle their dispute amongst themselves within their house, and they come up with the solution. If they are unable to carry their marriage, they come up that okay, if we cannot live gracefully, let's separate gracefully. There are cases also of this kind where the couple comes for mutual divorce. They may take alimony, they may not. It depends from case to case.
In most cases, is alimony
you see, alimony is there where the parties comes for mutual divorce case. The divorce, it is not that a person can take divorce only by way of mutual consent. There are other grounds also. If a husband doesn't want to pay the alimony, then he can choose any of the ground if available to him to get the divorce. He is not forced to give alimony. So it is always there when he comes with divorce on mutual consent. And as far as the maintenance part is concerned, if the wife is working, then in most of the cases the wife doesn't get any maintenance. It is only when there is a difference between the earning of the husband and the wife, or the wife is not earning, and court grants maintenance keeping in view the status of the parties, their living, the earning of the husband. So if the wife is also working, then there is no question of her getting any maintenance.
Well, okay, Mr. Puri, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਆਮ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਹੈ?
मेंटेनेंस ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਰੀਜ਼ਨੇਬਲ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। ਕਈ ਤੇ ਲੜਕੀਆਂ ਨਜਾਇਜ਼ ਲਿਖਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ 15 ਲੱਖ ਦਿਓ 20 ਲੱਖ ਦਿਓ, ਇਹ ਗਲਤ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰੀਜ਼ਨੇਬਲ ਹੈ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਲੜਕੀ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਵੀ ਲੜਕੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਮਿਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ, ਪਰ ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਫॉर वन टाइम ਲਾਈਫ ਟਾਈਮ।
The alimony is a one time।
ਲੜਕੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜੀ, ਇੱਕ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੋਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਲਏ, ਦੂਜੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਫਿਰ ਵਿਆਹ ਕਰਾਇਆ, ਦੂਜੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਪੈਸੇ ਲਏ, ਫਿਰ ਐਲਮਨੀ ਦਿਓ, ਫਿਰ 20 ਲੱਖ ਦਿਓ, 50 ਲੱਖ ਦਿਓ, ਜਦ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਹਸੀਅਤ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ 50 ਲੱਖ ਜਾਂ 20 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਇਆ ਖਰਚਣ ਦੀ। ਕਾਰ ਕੂਲਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ 20 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਏ ਵਿਆਹ ਤੇ।
But doesn't the court decide that? How you give a lump sum? It cannot be कि at my women fancy I want 15 lakhs and 20 lakhs.
अगर husband alimony नहीं देना चाहता, then he is not forced to give alimony. He can contest his divorce on the basis of the other grounds.
Mutual consent.
So at the most, he will be only liable to pay the maintenance, monthly maintenance. That too, if there is a ground for grant of maintenance in favor of the wife, and if there is a ground to grant maintenance to the wife, then he should pay. It is his legal as well as the moral duty to maintain his wife and children.
Do you feel it's the moral duty of a man to pay?
It is the moral duty, but what the cases we have, the girl has not to prove that the boy is entitled to pay this amount or that amount, but the girl is working, we cannot prove. No boy can prove that the girl is working.
Is that true?
Yes, it is true.
Then there are cases. Now, if boy is in a government service, then okay, everybody knows how much he is getting. But if he is in a business, he might be earning lakhs of rupees, but on paper his income he must have been showing his income in a meager way. So that is, if that is true for the girl, then that is also true for the boy also.
No, but you prove, when you go into court, you do prove that yes, the woman is working and the man is working. I mean, we cannot.
And on the basis of that, the maintenance amount is fixed.
You know, it's not simple.
Yes.
For instance, to prove in the court, I would say, excuse me, he's a lawyer, you know, lawyers are earning because of that also, you know, how the evidence is created, what kind of evidence is to be created. The parties may be totally innocent, but then they are guided, you know, you do this, you do that. Lot of that goes into the litigation. So from your ignorance and innocence, when you enter into a court litigation, you learn so much. और उत्थे ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ evidence ਤੁਸੀਂ हर तरह ਦਾ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ everything is possible. Much goes into that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, at this point I'm going to take a very short break, but we are going to be discussing who should shoulder the responsibility when it comes to a split. That's after this break.